I'm Lisa Loidolt, General Manager, Cell and Gene Therapies, Terumo Blood and Cell Technologies. It's a great question and the one that we think about a lot. There's plenty of challenges today in the field. I would just point out maybe a couple of them. One is definitely a gap between scientific innovation and ability of the industry to scale to support that scientific innovation to get it into the hands of our providers and our patients. And here at Advanced Therapeutics, you can see there's no shortage of an attempt to get to that scalability, but I think we're still in early stages and there's a lot for us to do. I also think that there's constantly changing regulatory expectations from different regulatory bodies. So I think therapy developers are at the mercy of being able to meet those expectations. That creates a lot of uncertainty and delays therapeutic advancements. And last but not least, we hear a lot about patient challenges and patient access challenges. Time and time again, we hear there's these amazing therapies that have been approved or are still in development, and patients, unfortunately, for various reasons, can get access to that. So to me, these three are real challenges that I think we'll need to rally around to solve. Just numerically, the investment continues to be flowing into the field of cell and gene therapies. However, we've seen a bit of a decline over the last year or so. And that is, I think, because investors have become a lot more selective. And not are they only expecting efficacy and, proof of safety, but they're also looking at manufacturability, scalability, ability to bring this product to a market, things like reimbursement and pricing and ability of global supply. So it's now a little bit more complex than it used to be. And I think, again, there's just something that we all need to work at in a multidisciplinary way. But the good news is that investment continues to flow into cell and gene space. And I don't think that will change anytime soon, according to the reports we're seeing across the industry. Certainly. I think it's a quickly globalizing sector. And, we're seeing changes in direction of various regulatory bodies. We're seeing geopolitical tensions. We're seeing pricing legislation changing in North America, but also across the globe. We're seeing different levels of government funding available to therapy developers. So certainly there's a lot of challenges to how developers are approaching this space, but I think everybody's used to navigating them. And the fact that this industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry and continues to be growing at a double-digit rate every year just signals that it's a very resilient industry. And in the end of the day, we're here for patients, and patients are starting to see the benefit of this innovation, not without the challenges that we discussed before, but I don't think geopolitical tensions are anything to deter this industry from further growth. I think I could probably think of a couple. One was, we're starting to see some exciting innovation in rare diseases space. These are the patients that have traditionally been left behind by large indication-based development. And now we're seeing investment in niche, difficult to treat, difficult to diagnose diseases. So that's really exciting to see for those patients and families. I'm really hopeful that we will see proof of concept in allogeneic CAR Ts, not necessarily proof of concept, but more so durability data. I think we're on the verge of that potentially next year. And one of the other things that was really exciting to see this year was kind of emergence of partnerships between academia and private sector. And it's not a new theme, but it seemed like this year I could name a couple where there's just been a lot of impact from those collaborations, where it's a perfect combination of science coming to technology providers, and we're just seeing finally this is all coming to fruition. And frankly, I think we need to do more of that. And here at Advanced Therapies, we are collaborating with some of our scientific researchers, and I just think we need to do more of that. But we're definitely seeing that in 2025, just hoping to continue on that trajectory. So what's capturing our attention in terms of new technologies that are emerging, we're hearing a lot about liquid nanoparticles as a delivery system to deliver the drug ingredient to the patient that kind of eliminates all of that need for logistics that we're seeing today in cell and gene therapy. That's a very exciting technology that I think is the future. We're also seeing proliferation around the world of kind of workflow solutions and point of care drug delivery systems, right? We've seen a couple of technology providers jump into that space and really investing some serious dollars to really bring that solution to market. Our company is also investing in that across different regions around the world. So this point of care delivery, I think, is going to be a very important trend to get patients therapy that they need, and not where we want to deliver that therapy, but where they live, right, and where they work and where they get sick. So it's that ability to deliver that care at their hospital. So a hospital will be able to provide that life-saving medication for them just exactly where they are. So it's a very different concept from what we're seeing today, which is centralized manufacturing. So hopefully over time we can see more and more of these models where the therapy is delivered where the patients actually receive their care. What scientific innovation are we excited to see next year? I think maybe I'll answer this question in two parts. One is probably on the technology side. Personally, I'm very excited to see how predictive analytics will shape manufacturing models. We're hearing a lot about cost and speed and quality concerns and constraints. So with predictive analytics, there's at least a real potential to reduce a lot of these concerns that developers have. So I'm personally following that space, and I'm really excited to see what next year will bring. And then the second space, I think, is on the clinical side, is allogeneic therapy. These are the therapies that don't require patient-to-patient infusion. These are donor to many patients. So this is a much larger scale. So all the access challenges will potentially be addressed. Not all of them, but many of them will be addressed. So I'm very excited to see durability of data in allogeneic space in cell therapies.